It's Earth Day weekend, and 500 volunteers are taking root to plant over 5,000 trees at the Reed Center, an intentionally designed permaculture farm that hopes to bring people closer to their food and the land.
It is so amazing to see all of you out here. This is definitely the biggest crowd that we've had so far to come help plant trees. It means the world to me that you guys are doing this.
The founder of the Reed Center, Ben Friton, oversees the planting across the 150-acre farm. Over 3 days, more than 250 different species of trees and shrubs will be planted.
What we're going to be doing is planting a zigzag pattern, and in between those zigs and zags, we'll be planting some grapes.
Across generations and backgrounds, every volunteer has their own reason for rolling up their sleeves and pitching in.
We're here with the Girl Scouts too, so they're doing this. Yeah, we're here with a few other Girl Scouts.
So we're gonna plop her in. Let's just make sure we're at the right elevation, about right. And I can even use, let me borrow your shovel. Yes, I can even use this as a level if I want.
Oh boy, we
good. This is perfect.
Yeah, good.
Right where we want it.
I really enjoy myself. I get to see the people that you're working with that you don't get to see when you're at your own job. You know what I'm saying? And putting your hands on stuff, get away, you know, a little camaraderie, just build family. I'm 63 years old. I want to leave something to my children when they grow up. A little bit cleaner. A little bit cleaner.
Do you want to place the flag? Okay.
Where you see the first lateral root coming out? Right there. So you want to plant this deep.
I want to sprinkle it every time.
From Girl Scout to Grandpa, reconnecting people to nature is all a part of the Reed Center's mission.
We show people how they can have a reciprocal relationship with the ecosystems around them, how they can better understand what the ecosystems bring to us, that our water doesn't come from the tap, that our food doesn't come from a grocery store, but rather we are absolutely reliant upon thriving ecosystems to provide every aspect of what makes it possible for a human being, for a human civilization to persist.
With that in mind, Ben looks towards naturally occurring systems like forests to achieve an agricultural balance that is biodiverse and resilient.
This forest grew itself. It didn't require irrigation. Nobody planted it, first off. Didn't require irrigation, no pesticides, no fertilizers, and yet it's able to persist. It's quite striking how important it is for us to reestablish thriving ecosystems. And instead of having thriving ecosystems over here and humans over here, where we keep encroaching on, our national parks and these lands that we set aside, we have to meet human needs from thriving ecosystems.
To meet that goal, Ben and the team at the Reed Center have planted over 17,000 trees and shrubs in the shadow of South Mountain.
Food, fuel, fodder, it's an integrated system that actually allows us to densify our food production. We can grow upwards of 120 vertical feet of food, starting at canopy levels with different kinds of nut species like select hickories, pecans, and then underneath of that, growing understory fruit crops that grow into the 65, 70-foot range, growing small trees, tall shrubs, small shrubs, herbaceous layer, and then in the shade we can grow mushrooms. We can grow understory shade crops. So it's much more efficient when you're looking at the amount of harvest possible out of a space. It's much more efficient ecologically, but it does require more labor, and that's probably the sole reason why this isn't more popular.
Of course, 500 volunteers planting trees for you definitely helps when you need more manpower. But the impact goes well beyond the farm.
It felt like I was really getting my hands dirty in something that helps my community and humanity as a whole. Like I was doing my part. One person isn't much, but you're really doing your part, because if everyone had that mindset, where would we be?
We're often just being bombarded with the negative impacts that we're having on the world. For people to be able to leave this place knowing that they can have a radical impact not just on the human health in their own communities, but also on the wildlife and the ecosystems that they're interacting with, I think is a really beautiful thing.
Thanks for watching Maryland Farm and Harvest. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. To learn more about our show and watch full episodes, check out mpt.org/farm or just click the link in the description.
Stream anytime, anywhere with the free PBS app.